Burnt it once, yeah me too. Now we're cooking like pros, kinda it'll do. Flipping it wrong, but it still tastes right. Bushcrafty Cooks, we feast tonight. And as always, happy cooking.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be using the old-fashioned crock pot. Yep. What we're going to be using it for is we're going to make a 15 bean soup. This is a recipe that I've had for quite some time, and noticed it's circulating around the internet, oddly enough. But first thing we're going to do, you're going to get you a bag of these 15 bean soup. I'm not a fan of the lima beans and butter beans in there, but it all comes together and tastes pretty good. So first thing we're going to want to do here is we're going to open our bag of beans and sort them. Go through them. And I like to just put my lid upside down, place them down here, and you're going to have a seasoning pack. Make sure you save that because you want to add that to your goodies here. Now go through your beans, look through here, any broken beans, sticks, rocks, that kind of thing. You're going to want to take these out. As you can see, there are 15 different types of beans in here, which give it an awesome flavor. Anything that you want, like a bad bean, take it out. See if there's any raw. After you go do the sorting here, you're going to want to rinse these beans too. Oh, there we go. There's a little rock. Let's take that out. Yeah, you'll find quite a bit of things in here, so make sure you go through them really good. It's nothing worse than getting a spoonful and biting down on a rock. Okay, our next step is to wash the beans. Go ahead and add your beans. Make sure you get all the goodies out of there, because they like, the little baby beans like to stick to everything. Once you get that in there, the next thing you're going to want to do is start chopping up all the veggies and stuff that go in here. So let's get started with that. Okay, first we're going to start with the onion. Get you a medium-sized onion. Depending how you want it, if you like chunks of onions, I don't know. I usually do it separately. Have one half I'll make smaller, and the other half I make larger. Go ahead and dump that into the pot. I got the pot sitting right next to me, so the crock pot. Next, like I said, I make these a little bit bigger, depending on how much chunks you want in it, you know, of onion. Oop. Medium to large onion. Then you're going to get your bell pepper. Go ahead and slice this down like so. And go ahead and trim this up and chop it up however you would like it. It's up to you. It is your soup. I usually get these bitter parts off of here and knock off all the seeds to the side so I can clean them up in a bit, like so. And I want you to tell me the difference between and if you even knew this, the difference between a bell pepper and a female pepper. Yes, there is a difference. Okay, chop this up however you would like. There's no right or wrong reason. And, well, I guess there is a wrong reason. You could just stick the whole thing in there. You want to chop it up so it's easier to eat. Usually what I do is cut them in strips like so. Now, I could dice this up very small, whatnot, but I like texture in my soups to where it's just not a bunch of broth. So I like to have bites of things. Go ahead and dump everything into the pot like so. And yes, I'm showing you everything I'm chopping up. This isn't a short, this is a full video, so you get to see all of what I'm chopping up. And I can talk to you at the same time, instead of just a minute video. They're nice sometimes, but sometimes we want to have interaction with people. So sometimes it's good. I learned this recipe off of a lady, a very old lady, and she showed me this recipe one day, and I was like, that, I don't think that's going to be very good. Is basically what I told her. And after I had a bowl of this soup, I was hooked. I was like, oh man, that is so good. I watched her make it and everything. And like I said, I was hooked on it. Okay, once we get that done, then we also want to put some garlic in there. Usually just smash it down like this. That way it's a little bit easier to get the peeling off. Sometimes. Of course, I'm filming, so it's going to be rough. And then I always get the little ends off of them, because sometimes even in cooking, they're pretty tough. Now, dice this up, because you don't want a big piece of garlic. I would, but a lot of people don't. Now, I usually put 2 to 3 cloves in there, depending on the size of the cloves, as you can see. And you just put your knife on top of there, put it this side or whatever, and give it a big smash. It's okay if you hurt the garlic, because guess what? It's going to be cooked up in your food. The garlic's not going to fill anything. Again, cut those ends off, because sometimes they don't quite get tender enough in the soup. And I just make slices out of it and combine them somewhat. This is not going as planned. And dice them up. And I will actually add more garlic powder to this. There we go. Put that aside. And those were some good sized pieces of garlic, so we're going to go ahead and leave it at that. Next, we got some andouille sausage. We're going to add this to the pot also. And I think it's like a pound, somewhere in that area. And my floor's clean, so shush. We're going to slice this up in little coins. I guess that's what you call them. Like so. And add that to the pot. Now, depending on how much money you want to spend, I got this for $2.89 for a pound of this. The beans were like, again, under $3. Now, the next item, after I chop this up, I'm not going to show you guys chopping it all up because nothing exciting. Okay, we're going to add this to the pot, like so. This next thing here is smoked hog jowl. Like to use, get this thing open. I like to use turkey leg because that's what I was shown. But she also said if you can't find turkey leg, hog jaw, ham hocks work good. And we're going to go ahead and get this out of here. It's all going to come out in pieces. It's not the full hog jaw itself. So we're going to add this to the pot just how it is. Just toss it in there. It'll get small and it'll break down as it's cooking. So we're just going to add that to the pot. Okay, I'm going to get everything cleaned up, cut this up, and we'll be right back. Okay, we are ready to put the spices in here. So, let me pop the lid off of this. And put about a tablespoon of onion powder. We get the garlic. And a tablespoon of that. We're also going to add a tablespoon of smoked paprika, and I'm getting some Tony's, and sprinkle a good amount of Tony's in there if you don't want it spicy. And you can use any kind of Cajun spices you want. The next thing we're going to add in here, because it's going to be, you know, kind of crowded here at first. We have about a pound of collard greens. Yes, a pound. And we're going to cram that in there. Now, you may say, well, you didn't mix anything up. Trust me. This will get mixed up, and what we're going to do here is we're going to add 8 cups of water to this. Oh, also, you remember that seasoning that came with the beans? Make sure you add that because they put it in there for a reason. It is some good seasoning. If I can even get it open. There we go. Trying to shove this around, dump that in there. Make sure you get every little bit of it. And again, we're going to go ahead and add 8 cups of water. Here is 4. Just go ahead and dump it right on the top of here. It'll make its way down to the rest of it. Now this is the kind of soup that you're going to want to cook all day. Here's the next 4 cups. There you go. And again, this will cook down and it'll become part of the soup. So in the middle of this, you're going to have to do some stirring and whatnot. Also add pepper and salt to taste. Now there is that smoked hog jaw in there, so it's going to have a lot of salt in it. So I usually don't put too much salt in it. So be wary of that. We'll go ahead and let this be. I'm going to put it on low and come back in about 8 hours and see what we got. Welcome back, guys. Here's a pro tip. You know, if your crock pot is not, you filled it way up and it's not doing its thing for a good while, take some tin foil and put on the bottom of the lid, and it'll hold in a lot more heat. Hence, it'll start cooking better. As you can see, it is done. And boy, does this smell good. I've been waiting for this to get done. As you can see, the meat, the hog jowl that I put in there is totally, you can't even see it. It's part of the meal. And that pound of collard greens, you can hardly see it. It's in there. You can see the little green bits and stuff. But let's go ahead and serve up. Hopefully it's not too much steam there. Oh, look at that. And the andouille sausage is in there. Oh, man, that looks so good. Ooh. Okay, let's go ahead and move this out of the way. And here is our bowl. All nice and yummy. And it is extremely hot. And I do this all the time. Oh, I'm not going to burn my tongue this time. I'll let it cool off for a little bit. Let's go ahead and get a good bite. As you can see, we got the collard greens in there. And you can use different turnip greens, whatever greens you want. But what the old lady that showed me how to make this, this was in Louisiana, and she called it Louisiana swamp soup. And she used the 15 bean, I think it was 15 or it was 12, packet of beans. And normally she used the turkey. She would use hog jowl, whatever, as long as it is smoked, because that smoke flavor makes it into the beans and into the broth and stuff. Man, this is so good. And if you want to juice it up a little bit, get you some Louisiana hot sauce, put on there. Best beans. And I eat a lot of beans. I make a different pots of beans. I make baked beans, cowboy beans, and whatever. This here is my favorite by far. And I don't like lima beans, but I'll eat them in this. And that's the only way I'll eat them. But there you have it, guys. Cheap, inexpensive, and it is packed with so many vitamins and iron. It's a go-to meal to get you feeling better. Until next time, like always, happy cooking.